Researchers have found that we have only scratched the surface of Earth's ocean. This means that we have only discovered 10% of what is in the ocean. The sea creatures, it's only 10% the surface of it. So if we've only discovered 10%, what happens if we kill that 10%? What happens to the ocean? What happens to us? I would like to talk today about bycatching. And so in this speech, I will be talking about the dangers of the equipment of fishing boats and the impact that it has on the Earth's ecosystem, and also what must be done about it. Webster's dictionary defines bycatching as the portion of commercial fishing that catch consists of marine animals caught unintentionally. Now I will explain how the gear is the main part of why there's such a decline in sea mammals, sea creatures, and the mortality rate, why it's so high. So, non-selected fishing gear. That means that things like trawl nets, which are huge nets that are attached to the back of fishing boats, and the boats they go, and whatever is in the boat's path gets taken up into the net and eventually gets killed. If the boats don't come check them quickly, everything that gets caught dies. Heather Brandon, a senior fisheries officer for the Arctic region at WWF, says. Another thing is J-hooks. J-hooks, they're hooks that are shaped like J's, and they're at the rim of all the trawl nets. They look like small fish, and they attract dolphins and sea turtles. And sea turtles especially, they try to swallow them, and they get caught in their throat, and they suffocate, and they die. Also, many fishermen throw their trawl nets overboard when they're ripped and damaged because it's too hard to get it out. And a lot of businesses say that you got to come back with a certain amount of nets or you're fired. So you have to have a good reason why you don't have your net. And if your net gets lost, that's I guess a good enough reason. But the thing about that is, when a net is out at sea, it tears apart coral reefs. Many marine mammals and sea creatures get stuck in the nets and they die. So that is probably the worst way, because it's in the ocean for years and it's killing sea creatures for years. Now, the Wildlife Fund's Living Blue Planet report finds that the population of marine vertebrates declined by 49% in just 40 years. That is huge, and something must be done about it. Bill Fox, Vice President of Fisheries at WWF, explains, "It is estimated that over 300,000 small whales, dolphins, and porpoises die from entanglement in fishing nets each year." Dolphins and turtles especially are affected by this. Dolphins are beloved by all. I mean, they're beautiful creatures. They're very smart creatures. But they get tangled in these nets and they get pulled onto the boat. And the boat, the fishermen on the boat, they can't get huge mammals like that off of the boat, so they have to kill them. So they kill every dolphin that comes on the boat and throws it back, because it's easier than taking a squirming mammal and trying to throw it back. Also, turtles, many different species of turtles, sea turtles, are facing extinction just like dolphins because of this. And something, again, must be done about it. So how do we fix this problem? Well, there's different hooks and nets that we can invent and innovative ways we can solve this problem. So the WWF is working on circle hooks. Circle hooks are a lot like J hooks, but they're more circular. So when they attract mammals and sea creatures and they try to eat them, they're too big for their mouths, like turtles. They're not able to swallow them, and so they won't suffocate on them like they would J hooks. So they replace J hooks. Different type of trawl nets are being formulated. So WWF is partnering with different companies to create new nets, new trawl nets. Nothing has been concrete, but they have tested a couple nets that they wouldn't disclose in the article. But hopefully soon they will be released to the public, and it will help increase, the population of these sea creatures that are facing extinction. Now, in conclusion, it is important to be aware of the dangers of bycatch and the impact that it has on our ecosystem, not just for the ocean, but for the earth in general. Because without these sea creatures, who knows what will happen? This issue can be solved if we put our minds to it, and we create new and different ways to catch the fish, to catch shrimp and halibut and all the things that we want to eat that are plentiful, and not catch the things that aren't plentiful and not our target. The sea creatures we know and love are all we have. Once they are gone for good. Thank you.